Well, you could spend all day describing the things that SharePoint can do, but quite simply, it is a web-based collaboration tool that allows groups of people to manage and edit a wide range of content. SharePoint does not run on your desktop like Word or Excel. It runs on a server. That server might be in your IT department. It might be running in the cloud. And you access it through the browser. So anywhere you can get to the web, you can get to SharePoint. It might be from a laptop, a PC, a tablet. Even your mobile smartphone can access SharePoint. And because it's in a central location, it's always up to date. There are 6 main aspects I like to talk about in describing SharePoint. The first is sites. SharePoint is websites. Here we have a team site where we have access to some dates and some documents. Here we have an internal marketing site. And usually these websites are internal sites that you share between people, though they could be external as well. They might be around a particular project that you're working on and a goal that you've set for that project. So these sites have people that use them. You can invite people to contribute to them, and that leads to communities of users. Here we have some users that are discussing music and creativity, and I can see if I want to drill down on Joy, I can click on her name, and I can see some details about her. I see her picture, I see some contact information, I see skills. So if I'm looking for any of those skills, that can hook me up with that particular skill set. I can see what updates they've done here from Joy, and if I drill down on a news feed, this is not unlike the news feed that you have in Facebook, where you see updates from everything that you're interested in. Well, here I can see updates of everything I'm interested in SharePoint, whether they're sites, documents, or people. This is the one-stop shop to go and see that information. So those are the communities of people. The content is the information we're all after in SharePoint, and this could be something as basic as a list of documents that are stored in a document library. It could be a list of items that we keep here in a grid, kind of like an Excel list. It could be something richer like a list of tasks and how we're progressing towards a goal, or something like pictures or even video can all be uploaded into SharePoint. So a lot of rich information that we used to store on paper, on shelves, in binders can now all be centralized in SharePoint. Your employee manual or policy books, those can all be stored in SharePoint. With all this content up there, how do we find it? Well, search is built in, so you can do some rich searching, see the results listed here, get a preview of the results over here on the right, and on the left you can refine your results. So it has a very rich way to search for content, or you could search for people. Here I've searched and found Joy. Maybe I was looking for someone with photography skills, and this can lead me to that. So search is everywhere that you go. It makes it easy to find things in SharePoint. When you combine this information together, you can get special insights or reports on the data. Here we have an Excel report that's been put together that's displayed in SharePoint. Another collection of different graphs. These might be what they call key performance indicators or KPIs that you need on the business. You might have specialized charts. Here's a map chart that's been put together with some data in SharePoint. And then you can build these dashboards that give someone a high-level view of what's happening in the business. They can drill down and they can get more details as they need those. So that's the idea of insights. Composites is when we customize SharePoint. Maybe we want to set up a workflow for an approval process. SharePoint can handle that much more efficiently than routing an attachment around in email. Or maybe you have developers that want to put certain custom solutions in SharePoint. Did you know there's a store of apps for SharePoint that they can use to quickly build custom solutions? Here's a website that was built entirely in SharePoint. This is for external use, but it goes to show just how beautiful you can make a website using SharePoint as that development platform. Now, in our focus on these clips, we're going to be looking a lot at sites and content, and just a little bit on communities and search. And when you put all of these aspects together, I think you'll find that SharePoint is a really powerful platform for sharing information and helping you to work more effectively.